What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Hellcat channel. If you're stopping by for the first time, be sure and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get my subscribers up. My views kind of go pretty high, which I'm thankful for. Thank each and every one of you for that. But the subscriber count don't seem to go up. So if you hadn't done so, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload stuff, and share my channel with your friends. Appreciate each and every one of you. Today's video is going to be about Mr. Nasty, the 100 horsepower Banshee. I'm going to address a few things that I get in a lot of comments. Will not be riding Mr. Nasty today, but I am going to do a cold start for you. It's been pouring the rain here. A lot of y'all cracked me up in some of the comments about the rain, but it really has. So the first thing I want to do is show you my hoodies I've had made. Put in the comments below what you think about them if you'd like to have one. Right now they're coming in great. I forgot to put HP right here, so it says Hellcat Channel's 100 horsepower Banshee. It does say it on the back. Tell me what you think about that. That will be fixed on the other hoodies. Me myself, I love it. Looks dang good. So first thing I want to do is give a shout out to John Taylor. He's the dad of kid_quad_killer. That's her name on YouTube. She just started the channel, and she's a young little girl. I think she's 8 to 10 years old, and she absolutely loves my channel from what her dad tells me. And that is freaking awesome, man. Anything nowadays to keep a kid off a cell phone, playing games in their face, that's cool that she loves to get out and ride four-wheelers, man. I am so proud of her, dude. That's awesome. And John, her hoodie will be made. It's actually had to be ordered. I'll let you know when it comes in. I'll get that shipped out to you. Alright, so without further ado, today's video is going to be, like I said, about this. I'm going to kind of go in depth and show you the build sheet on Mr. Nasty. Now, I'm going to address a few comments too. Some of these comments is crazy I get, but I like them. Y'all keep putting comments at the bottom section. A lot of them is, that spoiler's not 100 horsepower. Guys, it don't hurt my feelings no more. I'm not here to prove it to you. This foiler was built in Oregon, dynoed in South Carolina. No affiliation to each other. Dyno versus builder, okay? Another comment. How many motors you went through in 3 years? It's on the second motor, okay? It's pretty good for the power it makes. Now, as far as the horsepower goes, if you do not know, a lot of, well, all dynos, most of them read rear wheel horsepower. So this foiler laid down 98 rear wheel horsepower. If you know anything about drivetrain loss, there's a significant amount of drivetrain loss on a car, on a dyno, on an ATV. It was somewhere in the ballpark of 98.9 something. The dyno operator himself actually spoke to me during the dyno. He turned the foiler off and told me, he said, hey, if it was cooler in the dyno shop, this thing would be laying out over 100 rear wheel horsepower. Dude, that's freaking awesome, man. But you know what? At the same time, I mean, I don't have nothing to prove. I put these videos on here for you people to like, watch, just like you watch any kind of TV show. You know what I mean? Okay, so enough jabbering about that. Let's do a cold start on it. I ain't gonna ride it because it just got done raining. It's rained like 4 inches. I can't wait until some warm weather gets here so I can get on this thing and rip it, man. It's burning me up sitting in the garage, not doing nothing with it. So, one more comment before I do a cold start, and then I'll show you the build sheet. Some of the comments I get on this thing is one in general, which kind of just literally burned me up about the rear shock was busted on the four-wheel. That's why it wheelies as easy as it does. But we ain't even gonna get into that. Let's just let's just go ahead and do a cold start on the four-wheeler. Take the seat off. Pop the chokes on, seat back on. I normally give it a kind of just a little smooth kick, kind of pour some fuel in it, and then give it one good kick. Just makes me mad sitting here, can't ride the darn thing. But alright, so we're gonna jump right over here, and I'm gonna show you the build sheet on this four-wheeler. This is this displacement, 421cc compression on the left, right side. Timing's on +5. Crank stroke 58 millimeter. Rod, hot rod 115 millimeter. TZ style bearing on the right side. That's a lot of comments. I get a lot of comments on what bearings I run on this thing. Crank condition new. Rod clearance, crank run out. Cases are port matched to the Cub cylinders as cast from CPI. Just shows the transfer ports. Wiseco's a piston brand. Domes 20cc, 68 millimeter bore. Squish. Cascade heavy duty clutch pack. And that's another good question I get on my comment section. Do I run a lockup? No, I do not. I care nothing about running a lockup on this four-wheeler. I just don't like them. Four-wheeler seems to do well with what I have, so I'll leave it alone. Clutch basket I went ahead and put new. And you can pretty much read some of this. PWK 35s. This is what the jetting was set up to when I got it. I opt to leave the Bulls and Power reeds in it instead of running V-Force. They just sandblasted the factory flywheel, put it back on. Polished and sandblasted parts. Polished main shaft, new counter shaft, shift cam bearing mod, new shift forks, all other parts in good use, working condition. Engine is set up to run 110 race fuel only. Removed by the customer, installed by the customer. Now, we're going to jump right over here. Everybody's motor, if you send it to them, is going to be a different price. That's why I'm not even going to tell you a price on what the complete motor costed. Here's the stuff that was bad in the engine. I might want to repeat all that. You can kind of read it, pause the screen, whatever you need to do. It says note customer request that provided Bulls and Power valve be used in the engine. Here it is. Cheetah Cub Special. They're about $2,500, $26. Provided cool head shell. You can use any cool head you want, as long as you can fit big bore domes in it. 4mm Cub cylinders with 68 millimeter big bore dome. 6858 4mm hot rod crank, true and welded. Cub dome set up for race fuel only. Don't say that, but that's all you can run. 68 millimeter Wiseco pistons, 35 millimeter PWK carbs, keyhines with black outer wears. I've recently changed that to unifilters, which I like better. UPP manifolds. You can use any manifolds you want. These is just what they offered at the time, and I actually like them. Heavy duty clutch pack. Once again, I don't run a lockup in this four. I care nothing about it. It does everything I want it to do. Billet impeller, complete engine seal kit, billet timing plate. I do not have a billet timing plate. That was marked off. Notice they put delete. They charge about $3.95 labor, and freight was $200. So that's pretty much it, guys. And that's the build on Mr. Nasty. Just wanted to kind of recap on that and give y'all a update on it. Had somebody ask one day about how many engines I've went through in 3 years. It's on its second motor, which is fairly decent for the power the four-wheeler puts out. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't care nothing about stretching the four-wheeler. I like trail riding it. If I ever take it to a drag strip, I may kind of come up with some way to lower the front end where to try to stay down a little better. As far as top speed, 93 mile an hour, and it running completely out of gear, yeah, it needs a 16 or 17 sprocket and it'd run well over 100 mile an hour. But guys, I just don't care nothing about wringing the guts out of one like that on the pavement. So, without further ado, I'll stop yakking, and like I said, when it gets a little warmer, we will get some more videos of this thing. I can't wait to ride it. This cold winter is killing me with this thing. Sitting in the garage, not being able to ride it. So, smash the subscribe button, share my channel with your friends, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload stuff. And if you want one of these hoodies, comment below. I will comment back to you. As of right now, they're about $35. And they're made really thick, and they do have a hoodie. And the hoodie does pull tight. The little girl that I mentioned, kid_quad_killer, she's actually ordered one, and it's being made and will ship out. So, without further ado, happy riding, peace out, y'all take care of yourself, and always wear your helmet, as I do in my videos, even though some of you don't think I do. So y'all have a good day.